Listen up, Colts Nation. We have some major offseason buzz circulating, and it involves a polarizing name potentially joining our quarterback room. Could Daniel Jones actually be coming to Indy to back up Richardson? Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this news and where you're watching from. I want to know where our fan base is at. As we inch closer to the official start of the offseason, the speculation regarding roster construction for the Indianapolis Colts is already hitting a fever pitch. We know General Manager Chris Ballard and the front office have some serious decisions to make, particularly when it comes to fortifying the most important position on the field. While Anthony Richardson is the undisputed future of this franchise, the brutal reality of the modern NFL is that you need a high-end insurance policy. We saw the necessity of this clearly this past season with Joe Flacco stepping in, and we saw it the year prior with Gardner Minshew. Now, market analysts and league insiders are beginning to connect the dots on who the next veteran presence could be, and one name surprisingly rising to the surface is current New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. The logic behind this prediction stems from the widespread belief that the Giants are poised to move on from Jones after a tumultuous tenure in New York. This leaves a quarterback with significant starting experience, first-round pedigree, and, crucially for us, athletic mobility hitting the open market. The prediction suggests that Indianapolis could be a prime landing spot for Jones as he looks to rehabilitate his career in a backup role. With Joe Flacco set to hit free agency again and approaching 40 years old, the Colts have to decide if they want to run it back with the veteran pocket passer or shift towards a backup who stylistically matches what Anthony Richardson does on the field. Daniel Jones, despite his struggles with consistency and turnovers in the Big Apple, offers a rushing upside that Flacco simply doesn't possess. This rumor is gaining traction specifically because it aligns with the philosophy of having a backup who allows the offense to run the same playbook as the starter, creating an interesting debate ahead of free agency.
Now let's break down what this actually means for our Indianapolis Colts, because I know seeing the name Daniel Jones probably sends a shiver down some of your spines. On the surface, the initial reaction from most of Colts Nation is likely heavy skepticism, and rightfully so. We have watched Jones struggle with decision-making, pocket awareness, and ball security for years in New York. However, we have to look at this speculative move through the lens of head coach Shane Steichen. If there is one thing we have learned, it is that Steichen is a certified quarterback whisperer. He maximized Justin Herbert, he helped turn Jalen Hurts into an MVP candidate, and he got respectable play out of Gardner Minshew. The theory here is that Steichen's RPO-heavy vertical offense is actually the perfect ecosystem for a guy like Daniel Jones, perhaps even more so than the systems he ran in New York. The argument for considering Jones boils down to stylistic continuity. When Joe Flacco came in for Richardson, Steichen had to alter the game plan significantly because Flacco is essentially a statue in the pocket. With a quarterback like Jones, despite his clear flaws, you retain the legitimate threat of the quarterback run, the read option game, and the ability to extend plays with legs. That means the offensive identity doesn't have to fundamentally change if Richardson misses a game or two. However, the financial aspect is the massive elephant in the room. Jones isn't going to command top-tier starter money anymore, but he likely won't be playing for the league minimum either. Is Chris Ballard willing to spend decent cap space on a reclamation project? Furthermore, does bringing in a former top 10 pick create an unnecessary media narrative breathing down Richardson's neck? It's a high-risk scenario. While the athletic fit makes sense on paper, the turnover-prone history Jones brings might be too much for a team that just needs stability behind their franchise star.